Let's go, Gulnaz.
Good morning.
Very much.
Good morning for you. Good morning. Good afternoon for Mrs. GULNAZ TARIQ. It's an honor to have you with us in this interview, which aims to improve the World Union of Wound Healing Society announcement among Brazilian nurses and the wound care associations, increasing the number of congresses attendees and stimulating their participation in other scientific activities, the World Union scientific activities. The interview will take around 20 to 30 minutes and will be recorded for translation and the divulgation in SOBEST social media. Firstly, I'd like to mention, and it's a great honor to have you here with us, Mrs. GULNAZ TARIQ, who is the current president of the World Union of Wound Healing Society. She's a nurse, and for the first time, we have a nurse leading this so important world organization. So it's a great honor to have you here. Besides, she is the president of the World Union of Wound Healing Society. She's also a unit manager for wound care in Sheikh Khalifa Medical City in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. She trained as a nurse in the armed forces and graduated with a gold medal and post-graduation with honors. Congratulations. She's the current International Interprofissional Wound Care Course Co-Director for United Arab Emirates and is president of this organization. She has completed her master degree in skin integrity for University of Hertfordshire in the UK in 2014. She's founder and the course director of Ostomy Care and Management, and he has over 20 and more scientific publications. Thank you again. Please feel free to add any credential you would like, please.
Thank you very much. It's my honor and privilege to talk to Brazilian nurses and healthcare professionals today. It's so prestigious that I talked to the member and the president of the SOBEST Association, who is the association of the World Union as a supporting society. As Vera has mentioned, I have been promoted recently to assistant director role in Sheikh Khalifa Medical City, and my nursing experience include a mixture of passion, strength, and humanitarian mission. My passion in humanity started when I chose nursing as a vocation. Thank you.
Thank you. Besides all of this, she's a very good friend for me. We met for the first time, I think that 5-6 years ago. And since then, she has been supporting our association, SOBEST, and so on. Thank you very much, GULNAZ.
Pleasure.
We introduce a formal interview with some questions, and please feel free, feel comfortable to say anything you want, please. Firstly, tell us a brief history of the World Union of Wound Healing Society.
Thank you, Vera. So World Union was founded in year 2000 by a key opinion leaders. It was Professor Jeff Sushman, Keith Harding, and Michael Stacey from Australia. So the bylaws which was set for this association was to have this Congress model every 4 years in different part of the world. So the conference, after the Australian conference, it went to France in 2004. Then in 2008, went to Toronto. Then 2012 in Japan. Then to Florence, Italy. And now the 6th edition is coming to Abu Dhabi, which was supposed to be done in 2020. But in any planned event, we are deeply affected by the pandemic, but we need to cope to make things right again. Immense organization like the World Union of Wound Healing Societies change either because they want to or because they have to. Sometimes Circumstances cause unexpected change, as was the case with global coronavirus pandemic that significantly impacted WUWHS and the Congress in Abu Dhabi for 2020. And the impact of the pandemic is still felt globally in 2021, with powerful lessons learned in a very short time. COVID-19 had taught us that clear voices and messages in respectful manner have the power to significantly expand science and bridge many differences in real time. Thank you, Vera.
Thank you, Gulnaz. I attended the first meeting, the first World Union meeting I attended was in Toronto in 2008. And then we, as SOBEST, participated in all of the ones. I use your words to invite everyone to participate, even in a virtually mode, to in the conference, in the next Abu Dhabi conference, the World Union. It's a safe country, but the problem here in Brazil is that we still have some epidemic condition, but we invite you all to participate, to attend this meeting presentially or even virtually. Thank you, Gulnaz. What are your World Union goals, mission, and values? Please, Gulnaz.
Thank you very much, Vera. So the World Union Wound Healing Society truly believe in improved wound care standards for patient, healthcare professionals, performance, and to facilitate universal access in all healthcare system, educate all healthcare professionals in interdisciplinary team approach, appraise and to organize the evidence base to facilitate best practices, to optimize patient care, coordinate a worldwide exchange of information between wound care societies and other relevant stakeholders who are on board with World Union of Wound Healing Society. Thank you, Vera.
The interchange of this experiences, evidence, scientific approach is very, very important for the world in general. Gulnaz, would you please explain a little bit about the organization structure, the World Union organizational structure, how the organization works?
So due to pandemic, we couldn't have the General Assembly meeting called by the President. So we have introduced the interim members of the previous conferences in our executive board. And this executive board is so strong in a way that there are 4 presidents sitting in this executive board from the previous World Union Congresses. It's me, Professor Marco Romanelli, Professor Sadanori Akita, Professor Gary Sibbalt, and Professor Keith Harding, who were very much involved in previous World Union Congresses and Association. Having said that, what we have done different from the previous board is to set up International Affairs Committee, which is chaired by Professor Afsana Alawi, and you are one of the member of ad hoc committee. So what we have done is to make subcommittees under that umbrella, which is Education Committee, Ad hoc Committee, Scientific and Ethics Committee, Supporting Society Coordinating Committee, WUWHS Liaison Committee, and Official Journal of Wound Care. That is total of 6 committees, but with having members from different continent of the world. So we try to cover every continent to bring a key opinion leader from every continent into this committee, which are playing really very positive role and bringing the best to World Union through executive board and making a difference.
I'd like to congratulate you, Gulnaz, for this new organization structure, because I belong to the World Union. our society belonged to the World Union since 2008, as I told you before. But I belonged to the previous Continental Board Committee in Marco Romanelli chair, when Marco Romanelli was the chair of the World Union. But I don't remember any meeting we took part, any meeting before, during the last, not the last, but during all the term, Professor Romanelli's term. Dr. Eduardo Camacho and me represented Latin America, but we never participated, attended any meeting. Maybe I lost something, but I'd like to congratulate you because we have at least one meeting each two or 3 months. And this is very important, not just for organizing the conference, the Congress, of course, but just to interrelate between, among the committees. Thank you very much, GULNAZ. It was very much more democratic. I intend to collaborate as represent Latin America. Eduardo Camacho is new in the committee because we did too many efforts to have one more person, because Latin American continent is a very big continent with 2 languages at least, Spanish and Portuguese, and it's very important to have at least 2 members in this representation. But thank you very much, GULNAZ. I think that it's much more democratic, and that's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
What are the rights and the duties of the supporting society? Because you did another change. Your term eliminated, if I can use this word, you excluded the sister society, but increased the number of supporting societies. And there are some, not many, but some other Latin American representatives or other Latin American societies which became supporting societies.
So what we have done, Vera, is, and this is all, with the consensus of the executive board and the approvals. So my idea was to have the society nomination according to the population. So let's say we have, like if the population of that continent is more than 300 million, so then they can have the allowance of more than 2 societies. So this is what we have set. And then the societies which you mentioned is non-voting societies, because they were already representing societies from that country on board. So we can't keep 3 societies from the population country, which is less than the population set. So all whose supporting societies are national, supranational, and international wound associations who are sharing information about the WUWHS Congress. That includes action to promote the Congress through their own internal channels. And that is what we have set when we select and take it to the board. If there is anybody who apply, so we check the population of that country, whether they are falling into that allowance, that their population, and we can check the population, on so many platforms. So that is what make us unique. And we added some associations which was according to their population, there was no representation. So we added them as a voting society members. But the one who was already on board and having 2 societies in the structure, we eliminated them and then put them as a non-voting member, though they will have full role in the program and in everywhere, networking, but they will not have the right of, vote for the next bidding country. That's what we have changed. So to make it clear and, fair for everybody. So if there is, what I have noticed previously, and that's very unfortunate, that there were country having 8 societies and there were countries having no societies. So that was not fair. I mean, if you do randomized control trial, your sample size has to balance, right? So we saw, I particularly saw that there was no balance. I mean, if you have one country who's having 8 societies, and then the other one is having less. So then, when you have the General Assembly and a voting process, that is not the democracy. So we have corrected that path. That is what I can tell you for selection of supporting societies who are entitled to vote.
Thank you. It's another democratic solution or initiative. Thank you. How can the World Union member societies participate in the International Affairs Committee? Which is the process?
So what we have done, Vera, is we have done some research. Like you are the key member in Brazil, and you have done a lot. So based on what you have done for your country, we have brought you in. It's same falls with the other countries as well. It's the number of publication, it's the number of efforts you have put in place, how fast approaching you are in towards the development of your association, and what is your past. So we have selected through the dialogue or through the nomination from different members. We try our best. I'm not saying that we have really done well. We still have room to improve, and we still can do better. But that is what the goal was, or the selection criteria was, when we selected the members from different country who we think have the power to change, have the power for implementation. Like what we have noticed, there is consensus document, but that is just lying somewhere. There must be somebody who take this consensus document and implement it onto the bedside. So we need people who are really key opinion leader, policy maker, policy drive change. So these are the criteria which put us together into selecting the members in international affairs. So whatever is being decided, if any consent is done, they are the one who will take it to their countries and implement it. So in that manner, it will reach to the bedside and the patient will get benefit. It's just not lying somewhere where, like it's not being used. So that was the whole purpose.
Great, thank you. We have here the last question about any final message you would like to do, but feel free, please, to, or I don't know if Carol, yes, Carol in the Los Angeles would like to do any other question before we end this interview. Carol?
Yes, Professor Vera, so thank you very much for having me here, participating from this interview. It is very important for us, actually. GULNAZ, I am from Colombia, and I am one of the Professors Vera daughters from Latin America. And I have been learning with her so much. And it is very encouraging to have nurses in leading positions. So how has been your experience being a nurse in a committee of other professionals, leading what a huge society, like a group of societies? How has been that experience for you?
I will start crying on this. Carol, this is very tough question on me. I can tell you that I was suffering. This is the word I should use. And I was suffering for no reason. I mean, there were a lot of things which can do better, but I was finding hindrance into implementing the best things into it for no reason, I should say. But then I can tell you, since I took over in September 2020, that was 17 September 2020, I believe in clarity. I believe in transparency. And that is what my previous, all year of nursing says. So I love networking and I have many friends around the world. I am a learner every day, like I don't have like I know everything. No, I learn on a daily basis. So what I learn is there were a lot of things which can be better in a way that the system is in place. So, system really continues and then bringing the democracy in. Like if you have noticed, let's example of our executive board. We have executive board member from different countries, which was not the case before. If you know the board before, you will realize that there was no democracy. Even though you don't like something and you voice it out, it was not heard because the majority was from different group. So I felt, this has to change, and I'm so thankful to God that has given me that opportunity. As a nurse, I have changed, and now you will see a clean, clear, and qualitative. If somebody wants to do research, let's example, like it's really a clean newborn who's now, which wherever it will go, they will enjoy. But I was stressed because the change was not happening. Whatever was not right, even though you voice out, it was not happening because there was no true democracy. And this is what I have brought change. I have in my executive board, as I said before, 4 members from the previous conferences. If I am not right, please stop me and tell me what is the right way and guide me. So, if you develop a system that lasts longer, I can tell you, having this change brought into WUWHS, 20 years, no fear. And this is done by a nurse, nobody else.
Yeah.
Very
That's
good.
what I can say.
Congratulations
Yes.
for that. And
Thank you.
talking about nursing discipline, what do you think nursing as a discipline can bring to the World Union of Wound Healing Societies?
I'm really proud that I'm a nurse, and I want to tell this message to all the nurses. Feel so proud on yourself. You have done remarkable job, and the world is open for you. And you are the backbone of any healthcare system. And I'm waiting for you with open arms in Abu Dhabi to celebrate with you. First time a nurse, female, and the president of this prestigious association, and we need to celebrate this together. I'm waiting for all of you to join me, and we will celebrate. We will enjoy. We will network. We will learn. We will be friends. And then we can change the whole world into a better shape, and then see how we can make a difference into patient life and take all these evidence to the bedside. Thank you.
Thank you
Great.
very much for those warm words, goodness.
My pleasure.
Rosangela?
Rosangela.
Your microphone.
Firstly, it's an honor to participate in this reunion. I'm very happy to be here, GULNAZ. I have an informal question. A society so representative with so many countries, so many cultures, would like to know how this coordinate a society with so many differences. Do you understand, GULNAZ?
Yeah, so you're talking about multicultural diversity. So the place where I'm working, it's like my second home, and I'm here since 35 years. We have multicultural environment. We have diversity, and I truly believe on that. I have no fear. Abu Dhabi is the best place to visit, and that could be your lifetime kind of a trip to Abu Dhabi. So my advice is, you want to really enjoy this place, don't come for 5 days for the conference. Take more holidays, and this could be your lifetime event or your holiday for lifetime and remembrance forever. I'm here since last 35 years, and this is my home. I feel so comfortable working with diversity, working with multicultural. We have every nationality, you name it here, and we live like a family. We work as a family, and we have strong networking, and we respect the opinion of others. There are difference of opinion, sometimes it's fine, but then we respect. So that's the message I really want to give. Multicultural diversity, working in that environment, you can really be in a win-win situation. I mean, I remember when we have postponed 2020 event, there were a lot of nurses who came from Brazil, and I went there to meet with them in the hotel. So jubilation, like I was so excited to see them. So I think this can really bring so many colors. And you have noticed that 5 countries are bidding in Abu Dhabi, which was not the case before. They have no restrictions of whatsoever they want or they are heading to, but I make sure that everything will be crystal clear. And I love delegation, so I'm not taking responsibility of everything. I believe that other people who are expert into these small, delegation or the work, they can come forward and do their best. So as a collective, we all work together and make it a big success at the end. That's the way I work. I believe in teams. That's my goal. Like, one person cannot do anything if your team is not effective. I am so blessed. My team was good, and that team is my executive board. That team is my international affair. That team is my friends all over the world, and I'm so blessed. Veera is one of them. And Veera was the one, you will not believe, when I submitted the bid in Florence. Veera came on the last day to tell me, Gulnaz, put her hand on my shoulder. Don't worry, we are with you. Go and shine. So that was the word from Veera, which has really, I can't forget up to today that it was Veera who supported me and came on the last day and said, don't worry, go and shine. That was the word which makes me, like, yes, people are having confidence on me. My friends trust me, so I can do it and I'll do it right. That's what has put me into this journey. And I am so thankful to God that I can sleep now better, because, seeing things not right really upsets me. But now I can see, I can envision that things are really on the right path, has put me into such a, like, happiness, I should say, that I can now sleep well. And I can see you crying. I can see you crying. No. We need to celebrate this, because, this was 20 years. I don't know, but then I think God has chosen me for this. So I've really, I'm so proud that it was the teamwork which has made us to do all this change. I couldn't do it alone, but it was the team. And I really want to thank, some people in my, who are on board with me. One is Hiske Smart. She's from South Africa. Professor Afsana Alawi, she was in Canada, but now moved to US. But all my international affairs, every member has really played important role. Otherwise, if they will not be on board, I couldn't do what I have done. And I really thank my professor, Gary Sibbald, who was my mentor. And he always tell me, go, you can do it. And I really thank every member of the International Affair Executive Board for trusting in me. Rosangela, please don't cry.
She always cries. It's very emotional.
No, thank you. Yeah. I can, I was, there were times when I get very emotional when things are not right, but I love to put them back to track. That's where I feel like, God has given me this talent, so why not to use it? So that's what I have done. That's
Thank
what
you,
I've done.
GULNAZ,
So
for
come,
your kind words,
thank
for
you
your
very much.
for your kind words, and thank you very much for your for overcoming over all the challenges, because they are I followed you during this last years, and you are a warrior, a warrior, and a winner, because you succeeded to have a good, very, very good and democratic term. You have now, including, and you are a very democratic. Yeah, I think that this is the word, and there's
Right
a
word,
nurse.
yeah.
The most important, you are a nurse, and prove it that we can do. My students, my team, all the time here. My words that we move on just when you share and have people who share your dreams to achieve the objectives, of course, not just from one person, but from a group, from a team. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very,
Veera,
very,
and I believe we need to dream. If we don't dream, we can't really achieve.
yeah.
And then my training was from army, and I play well in challenge. If you challenge me, I can prove it that I can do it. And it seems with me that was the case. I feel like it's a challenge for me, and now I have to do it right. And that is what had happened. That is what I've done. Yeah. So that's
Yes. Yes.
that's my background, because I think I had a very tough training early, getting up early 4 o'clock and prayed and running and all this. So that has really put me into, I play very good in in a tough environment, rather than you just give me in a plate. No, that's not what I need and what I want. So they underestimated maybe, but that is what it is. Thank you very much, Veera. Thank you, Rosangela and Caro. I'm really, so blessed to have you all with me, and
Thank you.
have a
Thank
good
you.
day,
I
inshallah.
actually
And
have
then,
a last question. I don't know if we have time.
please, we have.
It
Yeah.
is not that a romantic question, so sorry for changing the subject, but I want you to feel supported by us and admired here in Latin America by all our nursing associations, because we follow you and we support you.
Thank you
so
very
my
much.
question,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, so my question is about World Union of Wound Healing Society publications. The Journal of Wound Care, because you are acknowledging right now Journal of Wound Care supplement as your publication, scientific publication. And the society has been known for the position documents, and I can tell you how important this is for all of us, because it is the opportunity to bring the international standards to our clinical practice. But now you have the new supplement in the Journal of Wound Care. How can you tell us about that, and can we participate from this publication, for example, as our researchers?
Oh, sure. That because you are one of the supporting societies, so that's the purpose. So instead of you look into anywhere else, so Journal of Wound Care, because it's a journal for World Union. So all the supporting societies, and we have mentioned this in one of the international affair. Whatever publication or research you have, bring it to us, to the education committee, and then they will bring it to the Journal of Wound Care. And there are reviewers who can review this from the international affair. We'll be very happy to do it. We'll be very happy to do it. That's what one of the main goal of World Union, to having all these association and subcommittees, is to get all that under one umbrella, so you don't have to worry about it. And to me, as you have mentioned before, my salute to all Brazilian nurses. Yeah.
Thank you, Guna. Thank you for your question, Carol. I think that we can finish our interview. Any other message, Gunas? We would like SOBEST would like to thank you very much for your time. I know that how you busy you are and how busy you have been. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for this interview. So nice interview. And we are nurses, all nurses talking to other nurses. So it was amazing, this interview, and very, very informative. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Veera, and thanks to everyone. Enjoy your day and God bless you.
You too. You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
GULNAZ,
Yes, please.
and you are a great leader.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You are fantastic. I am emotional.
Thank you very much, Rosangela. Thanks. Hope I will see you in Abu Dhabi, or I have to come to Brazil to see you.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Of
Take
course.
care. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye. Thank you.